What is up, everybody, and welcome back to episode 62. Oh my gosh, I didn't say and we are live. That's the first time in months.
Oh,
Thank you for
no.
reminding me. All right. Okay, it's as if we're starting over. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to Strictly Casual, episode 62. I'm one of your hosts, Vincent DeSantis, joined today by the streaming service master of the arts, Ryder Maldonado. Ryder,
Wow.
how you doing today, dude?
I like that one. I'm doing great, man. Feeling great. It's a good morning. Playing a lot of games, and we got a lot of fun headlines. How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing good. We got, okay, I really thought it was going to be a slow news week this week, but we got like a couple heavy hitters here.
Yeah,
like
big ones,
some
yeah.
big things to talk about, even though there's not a lot of stuff, okay?
Yeah.
So here's what we got today, guys. Today in this episode, we're going to be talking about a new PlayStation AAA team, a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, Returnal reviews, and Microsoft updating its Windows Store. And maybe a little bit of Last of Us Part 3 news that may or may not have happened.
Enticing.
So, before we get into it, audio listeners, if you haven't checked us out on YouTube, we would really appreciate that subscribe. We're growing. We've been growing faster than we've ever grown before recently, and it's been incredible. We thank you guys so much for the support. So if you're an audio listener and you want to check us out on youtube.com/strictlycasual, that would be incredible. Ryder, what have you been playing this week?
Well, you know me. I'm all over the place, and I can't keep my head straight for one game. And I've started about another 10 games, and I'm confused.
Why not?
Yeah, I started out Fallout 76 the other day because they had a new update. Well, actually, I started it last night. I was playing that a little bit, kind of creating my character, just feeling the vibe of the world. And that's not too bad. The world's a little laggy, but it is what it is. And then I've been playing, of course, Star Wars Battlefront. I always go back to that one. It's just a fun game to vibe out. Yeah, absolutely. Just vibing to that one. And then I'm playing Alien Isolation on my own time. I'm trying to get through that. It's scary, but it's a classic. It's good. But
it is
that's
good
about
stuff.
it. Other small ones here and there, but what about you?
Good. I finished Horizon Zero Dawn this week. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
It is the worst PlayStation exclusive. I know I've gotten heat from that, but it's so floaty. Like the controls are like, I don't feel like I'm playing the game. I feel like I'm just working around like, oh, I can't jump or I can't roll. I don't know. I feel like there's no skill. It's like a lot of luck in that game.
Oh, okay.
But it's fun. It's cool. It's a good time. But I will not be going for platinum. Yeah, at least it's done. I can say I played it. I give it like a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad game, but for PlayStation exclusives, my bar is so high. So it's like, it's just not it.
Yeah. All right. Good to know.
But another thing I've been playing is Rogue Company, which has been out for a long time, but I have a lot of friends that have been hopping on and playing. And so I've been like hopping in as their four-man team, and it's been so much fun. They've done a lot of updates and like characters and stuff. Oh, nice. And it's just like, it's a great time. It's a free game, cross-play, cross-progression, all that kind of stuff. And so that's been awesome. But other than that, nothing. I haven't had time for anything else. So that's pretty much it.
I also hopped in Warzone a little bit. I feel like that's coming back.
Warzone.
Play a little bit of Warzone. That's a cool game. It's laggy when you stream it, but man, offline it's like you can really get into it and it's fun.
Yeah. Well, I know. I gotta get back in. I don't know if I love Warzone right now, just because like I feel like I can't keep up with the meta. It's like Destiny. Like I want to love Destiny right now, but you have to play hours and hours to get to the top of that game.
Yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
rough.
Sucks.
It is rough. So, moving in to our first. Wait, hold on. Colton says he disagrees that Horizon Zero Dawn is not the worst PlayStation exclusive, but I'm trying to think of a worse one. I don't know. We'll talk about that offline. Right? Well, we can chat.
Exclusives. Yeah.
I'm willing to be wrong. That's just my personal opinion after playing it. I think. All right. Number one news story of the day: PlayStation teaming up with ex-Destiny talent to create exclusive new AAA multiplayer title. Okay. Ooh. Another PlayStation exclusive. They're more studios. They're like, let's go. Now, this is technically last week's news because it broke as we were recording the episode or like right before, so I didn't get to add it in. But I wanted to play that, or not play this. I wanted to add this onto the doc today. Here's what we got. This comes from Eurogamer.net. Sony has announced it's teaming up with Firewalk Studios, part of ex-Bungie boss Harold Ryan's Probable Monster Studio Collective. That's a weird sentence. To create a new PlayStation exclusive AAA title focused on delivering memorable multiplayer moments. That's quotes. Firewalk, which was founded in 2018, is a team with a strong background in multiplayer games, which might just help nudge anticipation up an extra notch for its debut title. Ryan Ellis, game director on Firewalk's new project, previously served as creative director on Destiny. Studio head Tony Husu was formerly general manager and senior vice president of Destiny at Activision. And executive producer Elena Sigmund has worked with Bungie, Irrational Games, and Harmonix, and other team members have the likes of Mass Effect, Apex Legends on their CVs. It's a group that's no stranger to building memorable multiplayer experiences. And that was all from a PlayStation blog post. Discussing the studio's ambitions for its oh my gosh, I can't even say this. Enigmatic.
Yeah, weird.
I know. It's a great word. I don't know. I'm too tired this morning. Yeah. New multiplayer title. Ellis, speaking to IGN, explained, quote, "In the end, it's about bringing people together, and then it's about putting a smile on their face. Especially given work from home and COVID, multiplayer is more powerful than ever, and that ability to bring people together and keep people connected." Super, super dope.
Oh, that's enticing.
We got
they have a huge roster, right? They're huge.
I know. Dude, this is like some of the best multiplayer games on their like dock right here, or in the last couple years at least. And it sounds like they're teaming up. PlayStation believes in them enough to like bring them into what they're doing, which is wild. So I don't know, bro. What do you think this could be? Do you think we're just getting a new IP? Do you think we're getting a spin-off IP of something that we're seeing here?
I believe we could get a new IP because the way that, with the world of Fortnite and Apex and those, I feel like they've kind of died down, and they could probably use a battle royale type multiplayer game, but maybe switch it to that way they can kind of make income from it, or maybe a store. Right. Maybe a new form of battle royale, But This makes me excited because I think about E3, and I've been hearing some news on kind of Xbox, and people talk about Xbox side of things and Game Pass, and they're saying, well, they've been weak releases because they're waiting for E3 to throw a hammer. So this PlayStation news gets me excited because who knows what could be announced E3, that they're like brand new, kind of like Rogue Company, the style of something new where it's just out of pocket.
What I think. Royale. This will probably, my guess is, be some sort of PvP, PvE, like mixed.
Okay, yeah.
Because like these teams are coming from Destiny, which is both.
True.
Apex, which is mostly PvP. Well, all PvP, except for, I guess, Titanfall, right? Unless some of these people at Respawn worked on Titanfall, then it's, I think it's going to be a mix of both. But also, last week we talked about PlayStation wanting, they were expecting some huge number in game sales, like in the next year. There was speculation that they have not announced everything that is coming out in the next year and a half yet.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like there's still, like, even with Horizon and possibly God of War coming out, which God of War's not coming out this year. There's no shot. There's a major release that is not even announced yet that they're thinking is going to happen during E3 week or whenever that state of play is. Yeah. So
interesting.
So who knows, bro? Who knows? Maybe we'll get a trailer for this. Whatever this is.
It could be free as well, which is
totally
bigger. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's enticing for sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, this next one, I don't know if I kind of want to skip over just because I feel like you should take it, but I mean, we'll both dabble about it.
You go for it, Ryder. You go for it.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen, and this is Vincent's opinion right here too. The best Star Wars game is reportedly getting a remake.
Actually, I've never played it. This was the headline of the article, and I was like, all right, it's a little biased, but I'll add it. To the list.
Well, this is opinion, guys. The best Star Wars game, Knights of the Old Republic, could be potentially getting a remake. These rumors go back a few months in a Reset Era thread speculating on a potential Knights of the Old Republic remake. Game industry insider Jason Schreier suggested that nobody is going to guess the developer of such a project correctly. And as VCG reported in January, Star Wars insider Bespin Bulletin backed up the idea that a Knights of the Old Republic project is in development.
Bespin Bulletin.
I know.
That's a great name.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see. Asked about the Knights of the Old Republic in a min-max interview this week, Schreier confirms that there is something there. It's real. Let's see. Later in the interview, Schreier also says that Aspyr is the studio behind this remake. Aspyr's predominantly been known as a port house and has handled Mac and mobile versions of KOTOR in the past, as well as more recent console versions of classic Star Wars titles, including Episode 1, Racer, Jedi Academy, and Republic Commando.
That's right.
So the thing Schreier comments don't really Schreier's comments don't really address is the scope of this reimagined Knights of the Old Republic game. Is it actually a full remake, or is it just like a limited scope remaster? Either way, the new Lucasfilms Games initiative appears to be paying dividends already, with an open world Star Wars game in development from Ubisoft.
Yep.
And an apparent willingness to revisit some of the most beloved entries in the old canon. And honestly, Knights of the Old Republic themed follow-up wouldn't be so bad either.
So here let's get into some speculation real quick, because this is technically a rumor. Like, it's not confirmed that KOTOR is getting a remake yet. A lot of people love this game, but let's think about this. Let's talk about one of the worst Star Wars movies of all time, The Rise of Skywalker, real quick. Okay, let's jump in.
Okay.
Okay, in The Rise of Skywalker, they talk about Darth Revan, or I don't know how to say it. I don't. Do you know how to say it?
Darth Revan, yeah, I'd say Revan.
It's Revan. He's the main character in KOTOR, right? Okay, but they talk about him in the movie, so his character's canon now. So I'm wondering if they make a game that is like the actual canon story that is in KOTOR, because KOTOR had a lot of like, I think the story of Revan is like he's Sith or whatever, and then he turns good and takes down everything that he created eventually. Like, there's like some big arc, but you're able to customize the character and everything. So there's no really like real look to the character, because you can make him male, female, whatever. So I'm wondering if this remake will be the canon story of Darth Revan, which would be so
that'd
sick.
be sick.
That would be dope.
Absolutely. And then after reading about this Lucasfilms Games initiative, remember we talked about that recently, or I heard y'all talking about it, where they're pushing to make a lot of games, right? They're
huge.
Companies full in for games, right? So
totally,
we could potentially see a Battlefront 3 and
here's
Commando's
the problem.
remake or something.
Here's the problem with Battlefront 3 is EA. EA has a big hand in it, and their contract is done.
Dang.
I mean, except they're definitely working on Fallen Order 2. There's no shot they're not working on Fallen Order 2. But I don't know.
At least there's that Ubisoft. So there's a connection there with another AAA company right there. But yeah, I think it's possible. You know what I mean? Like, if they're pushing for it, why not one of the most popular games in Star Wars history, right?
Let's do it. Let's see it. I want to see it. I saw someone mock up like renderings of what it could look like now, and I'm like, this looks incredible. Like, this looks so cool. I would love to get to play this
PC game. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and dude, and Lucasfilm Games is making the new Indiana Jones game. Which is they've got a lot happening with Bethesda. There's so much good stuff coming up here,
and they're trying. I applaud them, because they did the Squadrons, right? The kind of first person shooter. So they're trying new things, and that's cool. Right. And I think that this PC game is a definitely change of pace.
Yeah, I hope, and I'm sure it'll be out on everything now too. It'll be out on everything. Okay, KOTOR remake, count me in, baby, count me in.
Me too.
Next up, Returnal. The PlayStation exclusive Returnal by House Marquee is getting incredible reviews. The game comes out tomorrow. If you're watching this on YouTube, it came out today. So here's what we got. Returnal is the new game from Resogun and Nex Machina and Alienation developer House Marquee. Arrives tomorrow on PS5. I believe it's only PS5. I don't think it's on PS4.
Yeah.
Returnal is not only PS5's first big exclusive this year, it also represents a bold new direction for its maker. In that sense, Returnal works as a traditional roguelike. You start each run hoping to get good weapons and buffs as you make your way through the game's 6 locations. Die and you lose everything, except for one currency that carries over between runs. All the while, you'll come across audio logs and snippets of story that help you make sense of what's happening along the way, as well as more directed narrative sequences. Okay? I'm going to be honest, when I first saw this game a while ago, the cinematics looked incredible. I was like, I'm all in. And then I saw gameplay. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm not a fan. But the more gameplay that they kind of showed, and the more people are talking about this game, I heard the developer talk about it and stuff like this. Like, it makes me excited. Like, they created something good if they're that proud of it.
Absolutely.
And apparently it's showing. IGN gives it an 8 out of 10. GameSpot, 9 out of 10. Game Informer, 9.5 out of 10. Wow. Games Radar, 4 out of 5. And so many more happening from like independent journalists and all this stuff. But there's a big thing right here too, Ryder. This is the first $70 PlayStation exclusive. The price is up, and people are wondering if people are going to pay the $70, even though this is a type of game that not everybody likes, the roguelike, where you build everything up and you might lose everything the next mission, that kind of thing.
Oh, man. Okay. Interesting.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, I found this headline right here. It says it's Sony's most weird blockbuster in a long time. That's surprising that they said blockbuster, and just kind of gives you the idea of the scale of this game.
Yeah.
And yeah, $70 too even amplifies that. Like, wow, they're really going all in with that.
It's expensive. That's an expensive game.
But a game like that, do you think it warrants the $70 release? Like, why are they pushing 70 and not 60? What's the difference with this? Is it bigger?
At the beginning of the generation, they said that these exclusives were going to be up to $70. Like, that was just... That was going to happen.
Yeah, the thing.
And so this is a PlayStation 5 exclusive, so I'm sure they just went for it. They're like, this is going to be $70. Now, There's been a ton of things online that's like, oh, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Everybody's saying it's worth it, bro. Everybody's saying the $70 are worth it, even if you're not like it's worth. The crazy part, $70 is not easy for me to justify on a game, dude. That's 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 almost a quarter of a console. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like I can't buy multiple $70 games a year. That adds up real quick. So for me personally, I'll probably wait for a sale or something to play this game. But I do really want to play it. And it's cool that like this developer who has made like only small kind of indie games is now a AAA studio for Sony, which is nuts. So you kind of want to support that too.
And I heard a review. I'm sure you saw it too. I know you can help me out because I'm blanking on it. They said it's Control meets Bloodborne.
Oh no. Control meets
Kratos or not Kratos. Hey,
no, Hades. Yeah, Control meets Hades. There you go.
Yeah, thank you. So that's kind of an interesting take. I feel like from the footage I've seen, I kind of see the Control-esque style of it. But I remember watching the footage. It reminded me of like Alien. You know, it looked like that. But
it's that like ambiance for sure.
Yeah. Okay. It looks enticing, but you know, it's something that I'll wait on because no PS5, no money. You know?
Also, the haptic feedback in the controller is getting like praised with this game. Like there's rain. I think we talked about this last week that there's a demo where this guy puts his controller on the desk and there's rain in the game and you hear like the rain in different spots of the controller. It's crazy, dude. I don't know. That's what I'm excited about too. Is like more use of the technology.
Well, that's cool. We'll see. Maybe we'll play it and we'll let you guys know what it's like.
Dude, I want to do so bad.
Continuing on here, this is a rumor headline. We have a rumor headline. Microsoft planning a new Windows store that doesn't suck. Now, I saw a little bit of this too, kind of with the search bar thing, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might have been a different thing. Okay. So according to Windows Central, reliable sources say that Microsoft is working on a new Windows 10 app storefront to replace the current much disliked Windows Store. The aim, they say, is to introduce a modern and fluid user interface, as well as bring changes to the policies that govern what kind of apps can be submitted to the store by developers. With luck, this would mean that users could access and alter the folders games installed to more easily. I'm saying that wrong. Alter
you're good.
Games in the installs to make it easier. Making Game Pass for PC simpler to manage. Current whether it's installs to your SSD or it defaults back to your C drive, no matter what. It's a crapshoot. Yeah,
it totally is.
It's bad, right? And making mods easier to install. Of course, if developers make it easier to do that. Let's see. Oh, we got a rant right here. Okay,
I have to rant.
Okay, let's hear it.
So this is like my first. I'm new to PC. I'm new to PC in the last year, right? Like I've had my PC maybe 10 months now, ish. I recently, this last year, I've been playing through all of the Halo games, right? So and I'm doing that through Game Pass. And I've had the worst experience ever playing a game ever trying to get this stupid collection to work on my PC. Okay. Uninstalls, reinstalls, can't join people, can't do this, can't find the files to delete them. I can't manage anything. And so I read this article. I was like, this is a godsend. Microsoft needs to redo this system. I don't know how it needs to be done, but they need to make it easier. So I'm like, I'm adding this to the damn doc. We have to go over this because if I'm having problems, I'm sure there's a bunch of other people having problems out there too with this. It's so stressful, dude. It was so stressful trying to fix it. So like I finally played them all. You better believe Master Chief Collection is already completely uninstalled. The second I ended it, it's gone. You couldn't pay me enough to open that application again. Oh my god. The games are great though. The games are great.
I kind of feel that because when I'm installing games on like different like Epic Games and then Steam and then your Microsoft Store, I have like different installs. So when I open it, it kind of opens up another. It's so confusing. I'm like, what is this?
Dude, it starts downloading on Game Pass and then it brings you to the Microsoft Store that's also downloading. And you're like, I have no idea which one is happening here.
What's going on?
No, I'm just going to kind of let it do its thing and hope for the best.
Yeah. But let's see. This last little bullet point here for the Windows Store is expected to debut. It's expected to debut at the same time as forthcoming refresh of the Windows 10 UI that is supposedly codenamed Sun Valley and is expected to come in this fall of 2021.
So that's also a big one too. I know that's not really video game news, but I will happily take a Windows 10 like UI refresh. But do you know what comes with that? Probably 6 months minimum of really shitty stuff happening with your PC. 100%. Get ready. I'm not updating right away. Yeah. No way.
Yeah, I got you. Troubleshooting and fixing it.
Yep.
Installing drivers, going back to the old update.
I'm not excited for that at all. Not even at all. Next up, It Takes Two just hit a well-earned 1 million sales of its game. Ryder, you and I have been playing It Takes Two, and it has been a lot of fun. Lot of fun. This
Game
comes
of the
from
year.
so far.
Yeah.
I heard that this and Returnal, It Takes Two and Returnal right now are the best.
Wow. Right.
This is from Destructoid. Since launching on March 26th, Hazelight's co-op adventure It Takes Two has sold 1 million copies across PC and consoles and still going strong, according to the developer. You'll love to see it. I didn't write "you'll love to see it." The article wrote it, but I had to add it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It Takes Two looked fun and varied leading up to launch. It got high marks from critics, and the word of mouth from general public has been overwhelmingly positive so far. I can't imagine Hazelight and EA are anything but happy with these early figures. So I hope I can get my wish. Please keep the co-op only games coming, folks. There's a real audience for these meaningful shared experiences that let both players have their unique to them standout moments. Here's my note. This is proof that co-op games are not dead and single player games are not dead. I mean, I know people say that, like, oh, single player games aren't dead. And that's true. Single player games aren't dead. But 5 years ago, people were having conversations like, Battle Royale, and we're only Battle Pass. Yeah. You have to play this multiplayer game. This is the only way of the future. There's still good. Dude, you could play this game couch co-op or online with a friend and stuff like that.
It's great.
They did it right, bro. You buy it and you get a friend's pass so someone else can play it with you. Like, that's the way to do it. They're just doing it right, okay? And I love it. I'm really happy for them. Really happy that they're getting sales.
And if they get a nomination for the Game Awards or a win, possibly, I think what Joseph Ferris is doing and Hazel, I think we're gonna see a upspring of co-op games, and I want more. You know
hope.
What I mean? People talk about all these franchises too. They're like, yo, imagine if this company associated with Hazellight and made a new co-op mode of like this game or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, they could do that, reboot or something.
Yeah.
But I want more because they're fun. They bring people together. You know,
totally.
It's a good bonding experience when they're super good. Like this game, so high praise, and I've seen all online. So many people have praised it high and on Twitch and
then playing it is a whole different story.
Absolutely.
And Salt's brought up Army of Two multiple times in chat. That'd be awesome. Can you imagine? if Hazelight took a redid Army of Two or something like that? Oh my god, that'd be so much fun. Be
That's
great.
Awesome. All right, continuing on. Ooh, Rockstar, one of my favorite game companies, updates Max Payne 3 and LA Noire on Steam, unlocks all DLC for free. Oh, this is the first time I'm reading this. Following on some issues with its catalog on Steam last night, Rockstar has pushed out updates for two older titles, LA Noire and Max Payne 3, some of their classics. The update now rolling out to owners of the games on PC unlocks all the DLC for free. Insane. LA Noire is, of course, Rockstar's classic crime drama, which had a number of DLCs after release. Many of those are new cases to solve that were included in the base game, as well as new outfits, weapons, challenges. Now, there are 5 DLC cases in total, 2 related to Vice, 2 related to Traffic, and 1 related to Arson. Nice. Meanwhile, Rockstar's Max Payne 3's DLCs include multiplayer content originally released through a series of packs that include new items, weapons, and maps. Now, they haven't explained why they decided to release these DLCs for free, but it's a nice reason to go back and revisit these games on PC all these years later. This all came following some issues with Rockstar's catalog on Steam last night. For a brief time, Rockstar games were removed from the store only to reappear a few hours later. During all the madness, Rockstar also made Midnight Club 2 available on Steam, again for the first time in several years, but unfortunately, the game was removed from sale once again shortly after.
Yeah, they don't even sell Midnight Club 2 anymore. I don't think they have the license for some of the stuff in the game anymore, so they have to remove it. But Midnight Club Los Angeles is one of my favorite games ever. I used to play it on the PS3 religiously, like all the time. That's like Rockstar. Like when I think of Rockstar, it's Midnight Club Los Angeles. That R logo spinning and stuff. Like, oh my god, so good.
That's pretty cool. I hope that Rockstar does something with I know they're doing a next gen port for Grand Theft Auto. Right, they're doing an update.
Give me GTA 6, bro.
I know. I feel like GTA 6 will be the biggest because GTA 5 is the biggest game I think of all time.
It is. Yeah.
Right? It is, right? So that GTA 6 is kind of like more hype of a Last of Us type ordeal where you release GTA 6 or drop a trailer, that's gonna break the world. You know, E3.
Dude,
or something.
Wow. Can you imagine this year?
Up. And I feel like
it's coming up.
I feel like with their DLCs, at least, it doesn't seem like they have another big update planned. It's just the port, which could take a lot of their resources, could be it. But I don't know. We might just see an update at E3 or something like that. If Rockstar,
we have to. We have to. I don't know. It has to be this year. If not, it has to be next year because we've been waiting. We're waiting for that. And it's been a few years since Red Dead now? What did Red Dead come out in 2018?
Yeah, 2018. Yeah,
3 years since that.
You're in college. Yeah.
Okay, it's coming up. It's coming up big time.
And they're handling their online. They're doing their online stuff with Red Dead, but I don't know. I don't think that they're as.
It's gotten better, bro. It's gotten so good. Yes, you could become like
content.
different roles. So like I chose bounty hunter, but you could be like a trapper, a hunter, like some sort of like you take on the role and you try to like role play it, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's
That's cool.
so fun. It was great when I re-downloaded it.
That's cool. All right.
We'll see.
I applaud them.
But you're right. It's not the best. This is huge.
A big one.
This is freaking huge. The Last of Us creative director Neil Druckmann says that there is a story outline for The Last of Us Part 3, but it's not being made right now. Okay?
Nope.
Here's what's going on. Here's the quotes. I hope it can see the light of day. That's it. I hope we can see the light. No, you're good.
I mean, it was like a whole thing. Sorry.
Okay. I hope we can see the light of day. I don't know how much I want to reveal. Co-writer Haley Gross and I did write an outline for the story that we're not making yet, I guess. But I hope one day I can see the light of day that explores a little bit of what happens after this game. We'll see. These games take so much to make. I've been thinking about it for 7 years between the last game came out and when this came out. You want to make sure you're jazzed by the idea that you have and that it feels like it's challenging. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I heard a lot of stuff about this.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want Naughty Dog to be working on their new IP right now. We've gotten The Last of Us games. We've gotten Uncharted. They've been doing that for a long time. Now, hopefully, they're working on this sci-fi RPG thing that we've been hearing about. Yeah. I really can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I don't want Last of Us Part 3. Like, give me more, bro. Give me more.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, exactly. Colton in chat says, I have no idea where the hell they would take the story. Me neither, but I'm excited to see it because even though some people didn't like Last of Us Part 2, I think it was a worthy adventure back into that world.
Absolutely.
Whether or not you liked it, it was challenging story that like it was not black and white. It was just gray area. The whole thing was gray area and I loved it. They took a giant risk with that and that's exciting to me. Now for Part 3, I also heard a lot of things that people don't want a Part 3 if it's the same gameplay mechanics as the first two, because people are saying that the first gameplay, that the second Last of Us 2's gameplay is outdated. Like,
because it's simple. It's the same thing as like anything. It's just crouch,
very
jump,
simple.
Walk, and you know what I mean. It's crafting. Like I love that. I like it to be simple because it's smooth. That's when you can really hum down the basics or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what makes those games so good. It's the basic functions of just jumping over a ledge, and it's so seamless. When you push the button, there's no stutter, and I love that. I don't want them to be doing crazy stuff, but hey, like you said, with this sci-fi RPG, they could be doing a whole new gameplay mechanic for it. You know?
No, that's great. I want to do take your time on this big sci-fi thing. Uncharted is for sure going to another studio, so I'm sure we'll see Uncharted again. Maybe not next couple of years, but maybe more than that. And then let's jump back into Last of Us Part 3, baby. Let's see. Let's make a trilogy. Why not? Let's go.
The trilogy would be perfect because the fact that you have Part 2 goes Part 3, and then another quote from Neil Druckmann too. I was reading that he was talking about when you have the first game, it's kind of like you could try anything, do anything you want. The second game, you kind of get more consistent with the themes, and then if you do a third one, you kind of have to just literally have a follow up with all the themes just to bring it all together. So it's gonna be. I'm sure it wouldn't be about hatred or anything or revenge, but I'm sure it would be a very heavy topic that they want to cover in a Last type game, you know, because that's what they do. It's all the themes. That's what they focus on.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting, dude. It's gonna be real exciting. Can't wait.
I know. These next gen games, you know, I always say I want to see more next gen stuff. And I feel like Returnal.
It's happening.
Like
Returnal's of it, and we get Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart coming up.
Speaking of Ratchet and Clank, the impressions, we're having a state of play. It's happening at literally 2 p.m. today. We're gonna see more footage on that gameplay trailer release, but people are saying good stuff about that.
There's so much gameplay out of it already. Like I don't want to see anymore. I just want to play it.
I know, right?
And
it's phenomenal, man.
I think that's gonna be another $70 game, I believe.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, continuing on, these more lighter headlines. Titanfall 2 sees a huge resurgence on Steam. Now, we've all been talking about this. Titanfall 2 has more active players than when the game launched on the platform. The player base
that's crazy.
650% in just 2 days.
Yep.
Huge.
And we can also kind of attach that to the fact that Xbox upped it to 120 frames per second on their Xbox consoles.
Yeah.
And I think you got a lot of love from that. A lot of people were talking about it, so like word of mouth went up also. So super cool. Super cool.
And then, well, this last one, E3, we're talking about E3
here.
here.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I wanted to point this out because I know we're fans of Kind of Funny here on the channel, and the trio, they revealed a trio of games industries personalities who will host this year's E3 2021, the virtual event. Now, the trio features two IGN veterans, Kind of Funny co-owner Greg Miller, the one and only, and Emmy-nominated host Jackie Jing. They are joined by esports commentator Alex Goldenboy Mendez, which I've heard that name before. I'm sure if I put the face to him, whatever,
Yeah,
I know who it is. All three will share hosting duties of E3 2021, which takes place over 4 days from June 12th to June 15th.
Do you know what's wild? Is that E3 has never had hosts before. And to make this story deeper, even deeper, Greg Miller was banned from E3 last year because of some sort of mix-up, and so it's a big joke going around that he's gone from banned from E3 to hosting E3 the next year. Yeah, it was like a big thing.
Banned or like
no, like he was banned. Like he got an email that he was banned from E3 because of like some mix-up. I don't know what happened.
Was he like, who does E3? E3 is not Jeff Keighley. He's not.
No.
There's no association there, right?
No. But Jeff Keighley will be doing his own Summer Games Fest. So we're getting double. We're getting double.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And then Sony might be doing their own thing.
They are. They are.
Yeah, they are. That's right.
And Nintendo.
Oh, there's so much good stuff.
It's going to be crazy.
I can't wait. This summer's going to be so fun for games. For gaming in general.
I hope so, bro. I hope. I got my last year I kind of got my hopes up for sure.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll set expectations though.
I love it. Okay, also before we wrap up these stories too, we're going to be doing a little Resident Evil stuff going on. We don't have exact dates nailed down yet, but you're going to want to make sure to follow our Twitter, Instagram, and all that kind of stuff because we're going to have some dates to show off for some Resident Evil 8 goodness happening soon. Okay.
Village is coming. Lady Demetrius is going to be stepping on one of us.
Lady Demetrius or Demetrius? I don't know how to say it.
I think it's Demetrius.
God, it's just her daughter, Cassandra. Oh my God, she's beautiful.
Black vampires with the black dress. I mean the black.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Vampires.
Oh God. Wow. Whoa. No. It's getting hot in here just talking about it.
Oh my God. Vampires. I know that meme of them. Which is
ew.
Yeah. It's so weird. Anyways. Okay. And now we have random fun stuff. We'll go back
random fun stuff, baby.
Now. Hades wins Game of the Year. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I need something. Okay.
Hades wins Game of the Year at DICE Awards 2021.
Still haven't played it. I would love to play it eventually.
Congrats.
Sony has revealed that the PlayStation Plus lineup of games for May 2021 are PS5's Wreckfest, Drive Hard, Die Last, and PS4's Battlefield 5, which is great. It gets a lot of hate, but it's really good and it's beautiful. So I can't wait to play more of that. I'm sure I will. And Stranded Deep, which is like an underwater shark, just like hunting game, first person. Looks crazy.
It is really
freaking nuts.
And more Cyberpunk news. It can never leave our sights. It's now releasing a new hotfix update on Xbox and PC, fixing a lot of main level stuff. But hey, we're working on it.
It's just good every week. Every week, I hope this isn't random fun stuff for something positive. I really hope it's something positive every week. Maybe I'll go back eventually. Okay. And then, last but not least, Second Extinction is out for Xbox Game Pass. Ryder, is this for console or PC or both?
This is for both, I believe.
Okay.
I believe it's out on PC as well.
But what is Second Extinction? I don't even know.
It's kind of like a Dino Hunter. It's kind of like a 4-player co-op where you can choose your type with your assault, medical.
Is this the first person one?
Yeah, it's first, and there's dinosaurs running around, raptors. I played it yesterday. I did it yesterday for the first time ever. It was not too bad. There's like different modes, extraction. There's a research where you have your team and you're doing little objectives.
I've seen this game.
It was cool.
I saw this when it was like launching last year. Dude, we should play this.
It was pretty fun. It was pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
We get to shoot dinosaurs, bro. What else? What else can I ask for?
A lot of raptors. There's like bigger ones, like Triceratops and stuff. It was cool.
Dude, okay, sick. I'm gonna download it if it's on Game Pass and PC.
Okay, nice.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, that's a wrap on episode 62, guys.
That's it.
I super appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Ryder, thank you for co-hosting with me today. Appreciate you
very much for having me.
Guys, always. If you're in Twitch chat right now, we will be back in just a second for the post show. Also, I know this is going to be, if you're probably watching this later on YouTube, it's going to be too late, but we're going to be live reacting to the PlayStation State of Play at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to join us for that on twitch.tv/strictlycasualofficial, we will be here. It'll also be on YouTube later. Also, if you want to catch that, I'll record it and post it on YouTube. We appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Episode 62. let's freaking get it. KOTOR Remake, Returnal Review Roundup, Last of Us Part 3, and more. We will see you guys next Thursday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.